What's up, TheRave.com? I'm TJ, and today my guest is Joey from legendary thrash metal band Anthrax. How's it going, Joey?
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm not too bad. If Scott Ian's Twitter is correct, you recently celebrated a birthday.
This is correct.
Yeah. Did you guys do anything special?
Yeah, we actually went out to dinner in Chicago. It was awesome.
Did you guys have a show that day?
No, we had a day off, and we came in and just did a nice dinner.
Yeah.
You know, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good birthday.
Yeah,
day
really.
off, I bet.
It was nice of them to take me out.
Yeah. And now this is Anthrax, I think, 8th time at the Rave, but due to the timing of it all, I think this is probably only your 2nd or 3rd time here, correct?
That I can recall, I think it's just the 3rd. Actually, I think I might even have been here with Motorhead with my solo band, actually.
Okay.
That's very
So you've been here before.
Yeah.
So you're, the craziness is nothing new here. It's always crazy here. This is not an unusual day.
Shows have been excellent here.
Yeah. All right. So how's the fan reaction for this tour been going? Because I can't imagine this is just a normal tour where, you know, it's Slayer and some support acts and Megadeth, some support acts and Anthrax or some support acts. This is the 3 of you together. Can you notice that vibe out in the crowds?
Yeah, I mean, we come out hitting it hard, you know, so it's not a problem. I don't feel a warm-up thing, regardless if it was, you know, it wouldn't change our motives and how we go about playing the show. So
yeah, and the fans, I'm sure, have been just crazy.
Yeah, it's always intense. Yeah.
All right, so I'm fairly young, and so when the Big Four were first coming together and firing on all cylinders back in the mid-'80s, I wasn't even alive. But I just wanted to ask you, is there anything that a guy like me, who's a huge fan of all your bands, should know about that's different today than it was back then? Like, is it... What do we take for granted, basically? Was it harder back then? Was it better back then?
Well, obviously now, I mean, the big change is your internet, you know, all your downloadings, the way you stream music, the radio's different, the sales of records. You know, we went from albums and cassettes to, you know, all the basic things that you see. But music-wise, I mean, we've all stayed to our guns. We're keeping as focused musically as we possibly can. I mean, Anthrax has, like everyone else, has a history of longevity. So, I mean, other than that, I mean, the approach is basically the same, and we haven't really moved away from any of our...
Yeah. But do you think, is metal as big now as it was back then? Because back then, bands were playing bigger stadiums and arenas, and now, you know, you have to put together a whole big package to fill up a huge stadium with more than, you know, 50,000.
Hey, well, we were packaging, you know, early on, too. I mean, I've gone, even when I was a kid, when I used to go to shows, I mean, I always looked forward to, like, who was the special guest. So there was somewhat of, I mean, obviously it wasn't 6 to 8 bands, but there was shows early on in the days that were packaged. But obviously now packaging is a better buck for everybody. It's more an event than just the one band and that support or special guest that you don't even know or ever heard of.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, I mean, obviously times are a little bit more difficult, and there's so much to choose from musically, and so.
Yeah.
You know,
I see what
you know, as you can see, there's still people coming.
Yeah, but no, it's not. It's certainly not dead. You know.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I always that's my whole theory is it's still there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Now, both Slayer and Megadeth on this tour are playing whole albums of theirs. Did you guys entertain the idea of maybe doing a Persistence of Time or Among the Living? We
have on the Priest tour that we did in 2005. Doing a whole record is sometimes I don't know. Even though we spread off from the record and did like our hits, if you want to say, from other records and stuff. But it's a bit, you know, you don't usually play all those songs, so you got to learn them all, put them all together, and not necessarily want to play the whole record, you know. So it's tough to be stuck in the one record, you know. I prefer mixing it up myself, but I enjoy doing it, but I don't know, you know.
So that really wasn't something you guys thought too seriously about for this tour, since the other two bands?
No, not at all. I mean, in fact, this tour really is banked on getting it done 40 minutes and make sure you get like what you can in there to really walk away with the best intentions, you know, or like give them what they need, you know.
All right, now, is there any chance that within the next maybe year or so we'll get some new Anthrax with you back on vocals and a full album?
We have one song. In fact, we did a couple of nights on this tour finally, and it sounds really good. It's tight. It's it's old, you know, I didn't say old school, but it sounds like Anthrax,
it's Anthrax,
you know. And like I always thought that, you know, there shouldn't be any problem for us to, you know, had been continuing for all this time since it was out, you know. I mean, we can just jump back in and do it again, and the new stuff's pretty strong. So right now we're working on the second and third and fourth and fifth song. So
you're writing on the road then?
Yeah, we're working on some stuff now, and I'll take it home after this tour, after this is done, and start working on my ideas and my, you know, preparation for stuff, and then from there we'll move into recording it, you know, and finishing it up.
Very nice. Well, thanks a lot for hanging out with us. The show's going to be awesome tonight, I can already tell.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Anthrax rules.